Welcome, gentle folks and people. Now today I present you Kageyama Shigeo, also known as Mob. And you see, Mr. Mob here is your noble middle school kid. He's in fact a freaking esper. And if you don't know what that is, it just means this kid has powers. Powers that could actually put the whole freaking country in danger. But the thing is, he doesn't do so unless he's provoked. You see, he has a little percentage thing. And if that goes all the way to 100%, that is why I consider him going sicko mode. Because what he can do when he's in this state is just outrageous. And in today's video, I'll be showing you moments in which he goes sicko mode. And yes, I'll only be covering season 1. I mean, if this video does very well and you enjoy it, I'll do the other seasons. So without wasting any more time, let's begin. Now, we get to see the slightest glimpse of this man's power. In the first episode, where both Mob and Reagan went to this tunnel to fight off some spirits. Mob senses the aura of the spirits and Reagan tells him to start attacking, in which he does. And look at this blood. This is like 0.1% of his power right here. Then Reagan finds the boss of the spirits, in which he puts salt in his hand and punches him thinking it'll do something. But that didn't do anything at all. So when the spirit was about to knock his ass out, Mob made it so the spirit starts spazzing out, exorcising him out of existence. Well, I guess not really. The thing is, that wasn't even the most impressive thing. It's the fact that this so-called boss was actually taking orders from something else. That doesn't really make you the boss then, does it? But then Mob goes to see what that thing was, and it's this big ass monster right here, in which it swallows Mob whole, like how I be swallowing donut holes in one bite.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But this is where we see the glimpse of this man's power. Starts locking in, starts T-posing while he unleashes his power to freaking make this freaking sphere. He's literally melting the thing while T-posing, bro. While he just stands there, looking at the chaos he just unleashed. Bro, you don't want to mess with that, bro. And crazy because things only get more chaotic from here. Because now we have Mob walking from school when this weird ass lady with this freaky ass mask comes walking to him. Ma'am, Halloween is over. Pack it up. Too old for this shit, bro. Well, anyways, this weird lady asked Mob if he was having any problems in life. She started listing things off like if he had trouble with family, studies, or his health, in which he says he doesn't. And while he was about to leave, she then asked if it has to do anything with love, in which this poor gullible Kai says, "How'd you know that?" Oh, well, it's kind of obvious. Anyways, come with me, child, and I can fix your little problem. No, like, you have to get home. Plus, you look creepy as shit. You'll be popular. When do we start? Poor Shigeo. No, come on, it's understandable. He's still a child. He's like, what, 13 right here? So then she takes Mob to this very sketchy place, where she says there's nothing suspicious happening. Ma'am, this is the most sketchiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Especially having more weird ass people wearing weird ass masks, I'd be easily concerned for my safety. Also, when they just come to me and start asking questions, like, excuse me, have you ever heard of personal space? So please piss off before I use my psychic powers to disintegrate you. So he was then brought up on stage, where we see another one of his classmates there as well. But then the big boss comes out, and nah, bruh, he's also wearing a freaky ass mask. Honestly, he should have kept it on, because when he took it off, oh hell nah. Just from his face alone, he should definitely be investigated. And also, just look at the others laughing. This is not normal. No normal human being just laughs just for no reason like that. So apparently, this so-called religion, these people go out and pick up strangers that look depressed or some shit and try to make them happy again. And the way they do this is they're putting on a mask on their head. And when they take off the mask, they start smiling and laughing like they heard one of the greatest jokes ever said in mankind. Like, I know I'm hilarious, but damn, I didn't know it was this funny. He then asks the girl what she was doing here, in which she responds with trying to investigate the shady religion to see if he's hypnotizing them, in which she was proven wrong here. But when she tried to leave, the dude was like, oh nah, you thought this was all fake, so you need to cleanse your dark heart with happiness. They then put a mask on her head, which also started making her smile. But the thing is, yes, this dude is using some magic to make people smile and laugh. So he is using psychic powers, but since they're so damn weak, it doesn't affect Mob. So when bro tried to skedaddle, hey, wait there, kid. You surely don't want to live the rest of your life without a smile, right? Better than looking anything like you. What? This freaking brat. Come on, kid. You have to know how wonderful it is to smile. So how about this? How about let's play a little game? A try not to laugh game, where if you spit out the milk, you lose. And I mean, any normal person will reject that. But since poor innocent Mob here loves milk, he decided to accept the challenge. So because Mob is just completely based, he won every single round. But then, when he was about to leave again, the big boss decided to take charge and go against Mob himself. But because this son of a biscuit is such a freaking sore loser, he goes out and decides to cheat against poor little Mob right here. He spikes his milk, so when he drinks it, he spits it out, then claiming that he laughed and lost. You did that to me, we start throwing hands, bro. And oh yeah, that pissed Mob off, bro. Bad enough to where he used his powers and undid the hypnosis the dude did on the people. He then redid the hypnosis, making them all laugh again. My boy was actually getting kind of scared there. He was like, bro, how'd you do that? He then had his people hold Mob down. Come on, kid. You don't have any enemies here. Get a clue. Those 3 words hit him hard. Got a flashback to when his crush told him to get a clue. Ever since he was a child, he would always seem bored or lack any type of reaction, having his emotions locked up in a place where he could never open it, in which his crush told him to get a clue. If you're bored, then just leave. That struck a chord with Mob. He started using his powers to make him laugh each time or smile, but it would do nothing to him. Why aren't you laughing, you damn child? Doesn't matter what you do. Even if I wanted to, I just can't. Damn, that's fucking depressing. You say you were having love problems, correct? Well, with your personality, you will never amount to anything with her. You won't be able to laugh or even cry together. You'll forever be alone. So one last time, child, laugh. Make me with your psychic power. That made him nervous. But now that he knows, he wants to get rid of Mob. And oh man, he already done pissed my boy off. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the first time we see Mob go sicko mode. Cause then he transformed into his real form. He gave a command signal to his people to jump onto Mob. And as he was getting a flashback, as we see all of his emotions getting restrained, there was one that has to escape the grasp of being chained. And that emotion is rage. Gosh damn, kid. To think you had this much power in you. No wonder the mask didn't work on you. Mask? Oh, I see. That was your trick? I guess he was just so damn weak it didn't do anything to me. Come at me. He then went to attack Mob, got recoiled back, went to behind him, but all he did was just stand there and blew his ass away, getting one of his legs and arms. And look at his face here. He knows he done goofed up right now. Well, be damned, kid. You got some power on you. But let me show you my full power. Dash at him. But all he had to do was just look at him and he lost one of his arms. Bro really acting like Sukuna here, slicing both his arms and legs. And just to add more disrespect to the recipe, he steps on his face. Dog, this is why you don't mess with the quiet kid, bro. You wanted this, right? You wanted to see my emotions. Well, here it is. Damn, dog. It wasn't that serious. He then got out, tried to beam his ass, but if he's just standing there ready to tank that, it's so over. He then met a scythe, went at him again just for that shit to come off easier than the freaking tender ass barbecue. Went to tap him in the forehead and freaking evaporated his ass. What the heck? And he really said, I am terrible. Like, bro, we get it. We ain't gonna mess with you no more, bro. And that was just the first display of this. The next one just absolutely farts on this one, dude. And we also get to see just how strong this guy Mob is. When these thugs beat down these other thugs, this guy here looking like Josuke. Why is everyone looking like, what is one's obsession with Josuke? First this guy, and then the bat guy from freaking One Punch Man. Are those two related? Then the leader said they were gonna call someone named Teru, in which it transitions to them like this. Dog, what happened? You see bro in the back, he's like in shock right now, because that is outrageous. How do you leave something like that? Also, this is how Teru looks like. Weird as hell, not gonna lie. Also, quickly, this guy from the last fight survived. Apparently Mob didn't really exercise him completely, but hey, Dimple my goat. I'm glad he's still here with us. So skipping forward, Josuke had an idea to try to get revenge on them. He first tried asking the Body Improvement Club for help, but because they're absolute chads, they refused. And well, we actually see how strong they actually are, because for some reason, this bald goon right here tried attacking them. And yeah, God damn, you deserve that, bro. I mean, why would you go and try and fight someone like 3 times your size and with a whole group right there? Really ask for that, bro. But Josuke here noticed poor little Mob. And bro, why can't they just leave my boy alone? Cause now this man Josuke came up with a little devious plan to try and come up with a way for the Body Improvement Club to fight the other school goons. And the way he intended for this to work is to write a love letter to Mob, while writing another letter to the other school goons, which is basically just a threat letter. Basically, he wants both of them to meet at this spot so they can kidnap Mob, so the Body Improvement Club would basically be willing to fight them. Cause now they have poor little Mob here all tied up. And the thing is, they don't know this man could honestly kill them easily, or at least escape unscathed. But because he doesn't want his abilities, especially against humans, he restrains himself. But first of all, dude, how diabolical you gotta be to trick Mob like that, bro? What did he ever do to you? It's even more sad because poor innocent Mob here actually thought it was a girl, even though the handwriting looked like this. Like, bro, come on, Mob. At that point, you gotta know this is fake. But the body improvement squad got a letter that they kidnapped Mob, so of course, since they're Chads, they go and try to rescue him. And bro, they mean business. Because while they were trying to intimidate Mob here, one of the goons here told this man that someone was here to pick up Mob. And these guys here thought it was Josuke's group. But what they don't realize is that they got tricked, and badly. Because then we cut to these madmen just standing there menacingly with bodies on the ground. And dude, I just realized, how are these grown men in middle school? These guys are middle schoolers. Who the frick are you? I'm the captain of the Body Improvement Club. We're only here for Kageyama, so give him to us and we'll leave. Kageyama? Who the hell even is that? Oh hey captain, what are you doing here? He's Kageyama? What the heck? Damn it. That Josuke looking motherfucker tricked us. Oh nice. Looks like you ain't hurt. Bet. Let's go. Oi bruv, where do you think you're going? We ain't done here yet. Boys, roll out. And honestly, that was their biggest mistake. Because these guys here just bullied the hell out of them. Block, catch that hand, and threw him so elegantly. This guy here smashed both their heads together. I think that's just attempted murder, not gonna lie. And the captain here just started spinning around and threw this man like it was nothing. They got cooked. They stood no chance. But unfortunately for the Body Improvement Club, that is all they would manage to do. Because now, Teru is here. And this guy here is the main boss. The strongest. This guy here got all hyped just for him to get speed blitzed. Damn son. Didn't even give him a chance. The hell? It looked like he teleported. Have you been smoking weed again? I told you to stop, you damn addict. Anyways, we ain't want no trouble. We just wanted Kageyama back. We'll be leaving now. I'm the one who decides if you leave. Is that so? Fine. It feels wrong fighting someone who's clearly weaker than me. But everyone always seems to underestimate me because of my body. But don't worry, you'll soon regret that. He then pointed out that someone was hiding, and of course, it's Josuke. Bro really thinking he freaking eyes him with this plan, bro. And as soon as he said to crush him, he uses his powers to send one of them flying. Then blatantly use his power to send everyone else flying. To be honest, I thought he would have been more slick about using his powers. Nah. This jit just uses it for everyone to see. I'm surprised no one even noticed he has freaking powers yet. Josuke tried fighting back, but he got sent flying, and he really thought that was just a simple slap. Dog, did you not see the yellow beams going towards you? Well, I guess he was covering his eyes here. Never mind then. Not bad, kid. You blew us all away despite our differences in body size. You must have some impressive muscles. Muscles? Nah. He once again pumped every single one of them into the sky as lightning just strikes there. I don't know if that was him or if nature just helped him aura farm there. And bro, why are you attacking him when you clearly saw him beat the Body Improvement Club with ease? Clearly, if you see that, you would stop. But it's like he has a thing for getting beaten to a pulp. And also, if your punches are not reaching him, clearly he's using something. It's so obvious here. And he makes it even more obvious when he literally uses his power right here in front of your eyes here and blew him away. Dude, that's just murder. How does a human even survive that? Someone's still standing. Yo, what? I didn't even notice him. But wait, no. Why is he tied up? Freaky ass. You shouldn't use them against people. What are you talking about? Your psychic powers. You shouldn't use them like that. What the fuck? It ain't right, Jit. What? There's another one like me? And what the hell is that creepy ball of gas next to you? What? Are you its master? Nah, the thing's just haunting me. Well, that doesn't matter. I've got so many questions right now, but there's something more important. Which of us is stronger? What? Be careful, Jit. This guy is... What the? My bad, Dimple. What was that? What? Why are you attacking? I haven't done anything to you. Here, let's be friends. He then steps back, obviously scared and confused on how or why his attack didn't work on Mob. Uses telekinesis to lift up rocks that he then throws at Mob, but the fact that he's just standing there looking nonchalant, just taking them rocks is crazy. He does not even see him as a threat right now. And yes, I know he doesn't want to use his powers against people, but when you look like this, it's just pure disrespect to the other guy. Or he was distracted, boom, straight up body. And Teru here is freaking pissed. Just because Mob wants to live a normal life and not use his psychic powers. And honestly, bro, this next part right here is crazy. Because then he lifts him up, starts freaking twisting him and throws his ass into the pool. He then lifts him back up just to throw him hard against the ground. Okay, there was no need for any of that, I'll be honest. Why? But then Dimple here actually getting some character development. He's here trying to help and protect Mob, okay. Transforms, and even though he's not at full power, he still wants to protect Mob. You know what? Respect Dimple. You see, this is why you're my goat. So come on, show me what you got. Damn, bro didn't even stand a chance. You just straight up erased him, bro. You upset that I erased your little pet? Dimple. Nah, Pluto's a freaking pervert anyways. Well, I should have guessed so. He was a pointless existence to begin with. And that's the same with you. To me, you're nothing but third rate. And I'm gonna show you the difference in our power. Bruh. Why are you looking at me like that? Why do you choose to belittle others? What? Cause you know, Dimple may have actually been a decent guy. But you, nah. Compared to Dimple, he's a far better guy than you. That got my boy a little aggro. Powering up. But also, one thing. Why does he always pose like this? Trying to hold in some piss or what? That just looks goofy. But I guess he didn't like what I said and started crashing out by lifting the ground. Started hopping on rocks that he then jumps up and freaking face palms him into oblivion, dragging his ass while slamming him through the building. And pause here. Mob. There's no way this ain't getting a reaction out of you. Bro really is just nonchalant. But then he finally crashes and oh yeah, I think he's getting a little scared here. But not because he can't defend himself, but because he really does not want to hurt him. Uses that statue to slam him into the classroom while he pins him onto the wall. And this is where I say he's taking it a little too far. Because when your face turns like this, I think it's safe to say you're going a little insane. But at the same time, Mob here is being too stubborn. I get not wanting to harm others, but it gets to a point where they actually want to harm you. At least defend yourself. Cause my boy just weakened. Pushes him back even more, where they ended up in a cooking room. And okay, first of all, why the heck do you just have knives there that are so easy to obtain? And second, Mob, do something, twin! Well, he actually did do something, but this is crazy. And yeah, now he's not playing Mr. Nice Guy anymore. Cause now he's removing his tie and made that joy into a freaking sword. Bro ain't playing no games now. Slash stepped closer while trying to slice Mob, but every slash would just get blocked by Mob. And honestly, this next part is kinda dark. Because now Mob started talking about how Teru is just like him. A loser with no confidence. Take away his psychic powers, he'll have nothing. Yeah. And then right after that, my boy Teru got a freaking crash out. Cause then he just started running at him while pinning him against the wall as he started choking him. Like for real. This is messed up. But all he wanted was for Mob to use his powers. And going to such lengths as these, bro, he's gone mad. He told him to use his powers. And this is what he did. Dude, this is fucked up. Look at his face here. The struggle, the pain. And look at Teru's for comparison. Hey, Kageyama, wake up, dude. Come on, don't leave me like this. But as he walked away, what he had unleashed was something far worse than the previous time, like against Dimple. Because at this point here, Mob ain't in control. Whatever this was, it was not human. Mob went for the attack and they freaking shredded all of his clothes as it pinned him onto the wall. You used them. You used your power against me, Kageyama. I knew you couldn't hold it in anymore. But then, energy started coming out of his body. And it's Mob that is absorbing him. And not just that, he is absorbing the energy around him as well. This next part just shows how freaking strong this boy is. Because now, the school is getting torn apart. But the thing is, it's floating. This is the part where Teru realized he done goofed up. And the fact he got sent to the freaking sky just shows how outmatched he was. What is this? Then back onto the ground, Mob started crying because he failed. He had used his powers against people again. And yes, I say again because he used them before to protect his brother from bullies. But this here, I think is far worse. And he knows that as he goes 100% and restored everything he had destroyed. And the fact that he can do this as well is beyond insane. And dude, it only gets better from here. Cause up next, let me just show you. We're in this alleyway where Mob sees his brother standing in front of so many bodies. And you see, his brother here, Ritsu, had finally awakened his psychic abilities. So Mob was just questioning why he's standing over freaking bodies. He says he's awakened his powers and wanted to fight Mob. But Mob, being the great brother that he is actually happy for him. He congratulated him, which made Ritsu confused. He then acts like the big brother here, asking for the other guys to forgive his brother's actions, even going to such lengths to kneel for them. He must feel so guilty seeing that, bro. Oh my gosh. But Mob is such a good kid, dude. Then we get a shot of this guy in a hoodie who was supposed to basically kidnap Mob, but actually mistook him for Ritsu. So he then falls down from the cliff and grabs Ritsu and slams him into the ground. He done messed him up, which made Mob angry. grabs his shoulders and look at his face, dog. But then this dude freaking clocked him in the face, sending him crashing. And while he was going to leave, my boy Mob was actually about to lock in. Not about, he is locked in right now. Full on sprints at him, grabs him by the shirt and slams him like how he slammed Ritsu before. But he counters with a kick which sends him away. He then elbows him and kicks him away as well, but Mob actually put up a barrier so it didn't even hurt him. But this is where things really got bad for Mob, because now my man here is actually going to try. But what Mob doesn't realize is that if he's not 100% here, well, he's gonna cry. Speed blitz and damn. Nah, this looks bad right here, bro. Grabs his head, then kicks him in the stomach, which sends him up. He then falls down, and then this guy just picks him up. Punch in the face, a kick to the face, another punch to the face, as he then just starts pummeling him like, oh, this is child abuse. We're witnessing child abuse. For the final strike, he punches him into the wall and does a nasty combo in which Ritsu had to step in and stop. And just because, he made sure to give Ritsu a punch in the face as well. Like that was not necessary at all, my guy. But as the percentage rose, you can see his anger. And as it hits 100% straight aura, just with his eyes alone, and made him drop to his knees. He then uses telekinesis to pull him towards him, just to grab him like this. Starts floating as he smashed him into the wall. You done goofed up, dude. You shouldn't have gone for my brother. Never show yourself in front of me ever again. Flies up to the freaking sky while still holding him like this. He tried punching him, but that had absolutely no effect on him. While he then flies down like a freaking meteor right now, dude. While diving into a freaking building while smashing him to cause big destruction. Honestly, good lucky there was no one in here, cause damn, but at least it knocked this shit out. But of course, it ain't over, cause he then tried using Killer Bee's lariat move just for it to do absolutely nothing to him. And dude, he's just not touching him here at all. Threw him to the wall again. But bro, again, someone had to resort to cheating against Mob, cause then he ran at Mob, looked like he was gonna stab him or something, but all it really was a freaking spray that made Mob unconscious. But as he was about to leave, Mob stands up, and this guy here just shot himself right now. Like, he cannot continue fighting or else he was gonna get absolutely cooked. So he grabbed Ritsu and just left. But in reality, Mob was actually unconscious, but still standing. I don't care if he lost his fight or wherever, this is aura. But because of this, we now have a rescue mission. Cause now he then brought Ritsu and other kids to this building, and I just realized that they done kidnapped more kids. Wow. But this guy here thought Ritsu was the one who hurt him badly. But when he said it was someone else, he was like, so where's the other kid? Well, I didn't bring him since he wasn't part of our plans. Freaking buffoon. Our whole organization is about bringing powerful espers here. Then this freaking guy overheard them, and he said he was gonna bring Mob himself. And let's just say, it did not go as planned. Because we then skipped forward and this guy found out where Mob was. I don't know how. And oh boy. Because this guy here was gassing him up, saying he's more cautious than him, and that since Mob is just a kid and won't really fight without a good reason, Mob will get cooked. And yeah, that shit was not the case. For some reason, this guy let his guard down. And doing that against Mob, who clearly has a good reason to fight back, is just stupid. So they basically torture him to give up information about where they kept Ritsu and about the other members of the organization, which is called Scar, and of course the location of where they're keeping him. And the way they get there is just funny, because why is Mob just making the car float? Doing a little too much there. They could have just literally driven. But when they landed, dude here just skedaddled. But for some reason, he tried getting his get back. Straight up chucked 2 trees at them. Teru jumped away while Mob was just chilling, like he ain't worried about that. And while those two were fighting each other, all Mob had to do was just squash 2 trees at him. That's it. Game over for you, bro. But now it's time for a little revenge. Because as they entered the building, the other members saw that they were intruders and that one of them is Mob. And this guy here was like, oh yeah, that's that same kid. Hey, let me handle this. I'll finish the job. So while they were walking, the dude just showed up, already trying to flex some aura. Dude, you already lost all your aura for cheating against Mob earlier. You ain't got shit. And Mob realized that as well, because Teru wanted all 3 of them to fight together against him. But Mob was like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Just relax and watch. 1 versus 1. This guy here is laughing it up, thinking, huh, only you? Did you not remember what happened last time? But what he doesn't realize is that Mob is now holding back here. He thinks it'll be the same outcome as round 1. Oh, you poor soul. He runs at it, but look at what Mob just does. Stops him completely. And if he just has no pupil staring at you down like this, it's already game over. Cause then he just started smashing him all over the place like some freaking rubber ball, and just ends it with him in the ceiling. Yeah. Mob ain't playing right now. But this next part is kinda wild. Cause Mob just freaking found mannequins which surrounded him, and this freaking little girl here controls them all. And this girl here is crazy because she thinks of people as freaking toys to play with. But unfortunately for her, she became the victim in this case. Cause she ran trying to play with a new toy, but we skipped to her running back to this lady crying. And she's crying because Mob really said, I don't give two shits about your mannequins. And this lady was pissed. She's like, I'll be right back. I'ma get revenge for you. Unfortunately, that just was not the case. But let me say this first. Mob truly is a gentleman. Or he's just disrespectful as shit. Let me show you what I mean. Cause she just freaking spawned there and you see a little girl hiding behind there and she ain't wanna mess with Mob, that's for sure. Or she's scared of the lady. She does seem pretty scary, not gonna lie. But remember when I said he was a gentleman? Yeah, we can probably scratch that cause he called her if she's a violent old lady. That's kinda crazy. In which it made her crash out a little bit. But Mob was like, I ain't have time for this shit. Threw her against the wall. But Mob wasn't anticipating for her to jump off from there to give him a freaking whole ass knuckle sandwich. He tried using his telekinesis, but she was quicker. Kicked him in the ass, I think, and started flash tapping everywhere. Clocked another knuckle sandwich as he pushed her away, but that was not enough because she quickly clocked him in the face again. And she's just here throwing blows. But once again, I can't tell if Mob is a gentleman or disrespectful because he may have called her a violent old lady. But he started crying because he said he was told not to hurt women because those who do are losers, which I agree with. In which it actually made the violent old lady stop and said, it's fine kid, go all out, I can handle it. She could not handle the sauce because this was the end result. Shouldn't have shown mercy. Who cares if he's crying? Beat the shit out of him. He's a menace. Did you not see what he did to your freaking partner back then? He also one-shot this guy, but he's fodder. But as he finished him off, no. As he defeated him, he turned around the corner to find Ritsu unconscious. Ritsu? What happened to you? Oh, thank goodness he's breathing. Who could have done this to you? It's unforgivable. And who might you be? Did you do this to him? No, but I can show you what true terror looks like. As he placed his hand on his head, shoving memories into Mob's head which overloaded him and made him go 100%. Which, oh my goodness, that power was too much for that dude because look how he got my boy tweaking. That was actually insane. He was for real spazzing out here. Then this kid just came to the wall just to tie Mob and Ritsu here in this room. But there's one final moment I have to show you before we end this. This next part is actually about Reigen. And you may be wondering, why? Let me explain to you how he even got in this situation in the first place. He went to find Mob and he did it while tracking him down. I mean, why do you have this man's location in the first place? So then he got out of the car trying to enter the building in which he somehow, without even trying, made these goons think he's the main boss of this place. So these small goons take him where Mob is, in which he tells these goons to let them go. But as they leave the place, they encounter the bad guys. And of course, the leader here knows Reigen ain't the freaking boss. So she's like, who the heck are you? That's none of your business. The bigger question is, why do you have kids locked up in your basement? Oh, she did not like that. Tried to aura farm, shot a freaking energy ball at him in which it was blocked by Teru and Mob. And you can see Reigen shit himself here because he thought that they were bluffing and being experts like Mob. So you know what he did? Freaking locked in. Because now he also figured out that Mob had been using his powers against other people, since he's also the one that told Mob not to use powers against others. And he was like, nuh-uh, let me take care of this. I'm the adult here. You shouldn't be doing this in the first place. So he freaking drop kicks the most powerful one first. He then uses this coin to try and hypnotize this other guy. And as he was walking closer to him, he just freaking smacked him in the face. Dude with the glasses had enough and tried to slice him, but Teru managed to pull him back in time. But the leader had absolutely enough of this nonsense, so he started using their power to create a freaking black hole that was trying to suck Reigen in. And was getting saved by Mob, in which she stopped and made the whole freaking place tear down. Then this guy tried to sneak attack Mob just for his clones to disappear. Snuck behind Ritsu to smack him away as Teru tried to save him, but the dude with the glasses tried to stop him. Teru sent some of his metal pipes at him, but he managed to block all of them and try to fight back, but Teru dodged and cut off part of his wig. But honestly, he looks better like this. But this is where things get tricky for Mob. Use his powers to protect the ones he loves, or don't use them and keep the promise he made to Reigen and let it handle himself. And his only option in this situation is to kill the enemy. So Reigen made him stop, saying that he'll be the one to suffer if he decides to kill. And if things go south, it's okay to run away. As we then transition to a flashback to when Mob first met Reigen. And honestly, this was just nice and wholesome. Reigen thought Mob was just some kid living in a fantasy saying he has psychic powers, but then using them to save his tea was kind of funny, I ain't gonna lie. That was tough. But things don't get too funny because... oh no, chat. things are about to get rough. Cause then you transition to this and you're like, oh shit, what have I done? Honestly, I don't want to hurt anyone, but the matter of fact is that in this current situation, it's impossible. Master did say it's okay to run, to not fight back, but hey yo, what I miss? Somehow, some way, Reagan is completely fine. And bro here was like, impossible, how? You want to know what happened? Let me break it down for you. Apparently, when he heard the words "it's okay to run," an explosive amount of energy that was building up in Mob somehow transferred into Reagan. And the thing is, with all the energy that Mob had transferred, instead of the traditional 100%, Reagan's power went up to 1000%. So he's literally the strongest being in the world right now. Cause bro here was trying to chop off his head, but that did no damage at all. He then just grabbed it and broke it like it was nothing. Then this guy tried to get him with his spirit, but guess what? No damage. So bro just punched the air and exercised the spirit. And bro he was like, dog, what the heck? Then this other guy tried surrounding him, but all he did was just wave his arm and made all of the clones disappear. And it was like, bro, ain't no way he just nullified all of them. Who the freak is this monster? What is this? You mean to tell me there's someone this skilled in this world? We must eliminate him, huh? The fuck you on about? This guy Regan actually thinks they're using some sort of magic trick. But what he doesn't realize is that he's actually so freaking OP right now. He tells the leader to use her black orbs again. When she does, literally all Reagan had to do was just slap them away. And her black orbs swallow up literally everything they touch. And he just slapped them away like it was nothing. And you see the aura gushing out of him. She tried matching him, freaking launches herself at him while sending bro flying like a ragdoll. Grabbed his hand and used his power to increase the weight of her fist. Cause besides creating black holes at will, she can also increase the density of freaking gravity. So she sends bro to the higher depths of the sky. She flew up, increased her weight again, and pushed him all the way down. You unconscious? No surprise. No matter how strong you are, even you couldn't have been unscathed from that. Hey bruh, get the frick off me. What? He had a berry on him, which nullified all the damage. And that's how he actually managed to block every black orb from before. So he just grabs her face with disrespect, freaking throws her ass with the lightest of throws. But oh my gosh, that amount of power was just crazy. He actually managed to take off her mask. And he finally realized that he has just abnormal strength and notices that it's probably Mob's doing. The guy with the sword tried doing something again, but it just is not penetrating him. He then starts saying that he should stop playing with toys as he just crashes out and talks about his past bonds.
We do not care
about that. After that, the leader finally woke up from being thrown like a rag doll. I remember when I was calling her she? Yeah. Well, that ain't no freaking she. What even is that? My boy is so chopped. He reminds me of that meme of that dude drinking orange juice. But he was about to freaking suck everyone in with his huge black hole. So this kid just punched him away. And this is the same kid that got mobbed from before. This guy here threw another one of his black orbs. But this kid is just freaking strong because he just redirected the black orb to just make it explode. He then just smashed him down, jumped up and freaking KO'd him. Also, calling a mob a coward just for not going second mode is crazy. Just leave the poor kid alone, bro. Come on now.